Section 5, Arena. The arena includes all elements of the game infrastructure that are required to play rebuilt presented by Haas. The field, scoring elements, queue area, team media area when available, designated technician area, and all equipment needed for field control, robot control, and scorekeeping. Figure 5.1. Rebuilt arena. Queue area, technician area, and media area not pictured. 5.1. Dimensions and accuracy. All official models for the rebuilt field were created in Onshape. The specification for the rebuilt field can be retrieved from a few locations. The 3D CAD model is the official representation of the rebuilt field and how it is constructed. Illustrations included in this section are for general visual understanding of the rebuilt arena, and dimensions included in the manual are nominal, and no tolerances are implied. Please refer to the exact official drawings for exact dimensions, tolerances, and construction details. The Field Dimension Drawings package has critical dimensions for each field element. The Field Manual, coming soon, includes instructions on how to build the field along with showing the ways construction type will influence the field tolerances. It also includes many of the key dimensions which are listed in the official field drawings. The Field Acceptance Checklist, coming soon, includes the controlled dimensions with relevant tolerances which will be checked by event staff a few times throughout the event. The field is expected to change during match play. Teams can ask the FTA to recheck specific measurements if they believe something is out of spec prior to a match beginning. The official drawings, CAD models, and drawings for low-cost versions of important elements of the rebuilt field are posted on the Playing Field webpage. Blue box. The arena is modular and assembled, used, disassembled, and shipped many times during the competition season. It undergoes wear and tear. The arena is designed to withstand rigorous play and frequent shipping. Every effort is made to ensure that arenas are consistent from event to event. However, arenas are assembled in different venues by different event staff, and some small variations occur. Successful teams will design robots that are insensitive to these variations. 5.2 Field. Each field for rebuild is approximately 317.7 inches by 651.2 inches carpeted area bounded by inward-facing surfaces of the alliance walls, outposts, tower walls, and guardrails. Figure 5-2, Field Boundary in pink. The field is populated with and surrounded by the following elements: 1 outpost per alliance, 1 hub per alliance, 1 tower per alliance, 2 depots, 4 bumps, and 4 trenches. The surface of the field is low pile carpet, Shaw Floors, Philadelphia Commercial, Nayland 220, 66561 medallion. Nayland 2 carpet is not available for purchase at this time, and the closest equivalent is Shaw Philadelphia brand Perfusion 20 style 54933. See results from evaluation in this blog post. Carpet edges and seams are secured with 3M premium matte cloth gaffer's tape, GT2, GT3 or comparable gaffer's tape. Tears, rips, and damage to the carpet may be repaired with the same styles of tape, and robots must be prepared to operate on surfaces made of carpet, tape, or combinations of both materials as repairs are made throughout the course of competition. Guardrails form the long edges of the field. Guardrails are a 20-inch tall system of transparent polycarbonate supported on the top and bottom by aluminum extrusion. There are 4 gates in the guardrail that allow access to the field for placement and removal of robots. The gate pass-through, when open, is 38 inches wide. Gates are closed and shielded during the match. There are 2 versions of guardrails and driver stations used for competitions. One design is the welded field, which is reflected in the 2026 official first field drawings and models. The other is designed and sold by AndyMark. Table 5-1 and Table 5-2 illustrate which areas have each kind of field. While the designs are slightly different, the critical dimensions, performance, and expected user experience between them are the same unless otherwise noted. Detailed drawings for the AndyMark design are posted on the AndyMark website. All illustrations in this manual show the traditional welded first field design. Okay, First California is welded. And got it. 5.3. Areas, zones, and markings. Field areas, zones, and markings of consequence are described below. Unless otherwise specified, the tape used to mark lines and zones throughout the field is 2-inch 3M Premium Matte Cloth Gaffer's Tape, GT2, ProGaff Premium Professional Grade Gaffer's Tape, or comparable Gaffer's Tape. Figure 5-4, Areas, Markings, and Zones. There is the center line, the alliance area, the robot starting line, the outpost area, another alliance, the alliance zone, and the human starting line. Alliance area. An approximately 360-inch wide by 134-inch deep, infinitely tall volume formed by and including the alliance wall, outpost, tower wall, the edge of the carpet, and alliance colored tape perpendicular to the driver stations. Alliance zone. A 158.6-inch deep by 317.7-inch long, infinitely tall volume formed by an alliance wall, tower wall, and guardrails. It surrounds an alliance tower and a depot. It is bounded by and includes the robot starting line. Center line. A white line that spans the width of the field, that bisects the neutral zone in half. Neutral zone. A 283-inch deep by 317.7-inch long, infinitely tall volume formed by the bumps, trenches, hubs, and guardrails. It surrounds and includes the center line. Human starting line. A white line spanning the alliance area up to the outpost area that is parallel to and located 24 inches from the bottom square tube of the alliance wall to the near edge of the tape. Outpost area. A 71-inch wide by 134-inch deep, infinitely tall volume bounded by the outpost, edge of the carpet, and alliance and white-colored tape. Robot starting line. An alliance-colored line that spans the width of the field at the edge of an alliance's base in front of two barriers and an alliance hub. Hub. A hub is one of two 47-inch by 47-inch rectangular prism structures with an extended opening at the top surface. Each alliance has a dedicated hub centered between two bumps located 158.6 inches away from their alliance wall. Each hub has a set of exits that randomly distributes fuel into the neutral zone. A net structure located in the back of the hub prevents fuel launched from most prohibited areas from entering the opening. The top of, figure 5-6, hub distance to the alliance wall. Okay. The top of each hub has a 41.7-inch hexagonal opening into which robots can deliver fuel. The front edge of the opening is 72 inches off the carpet. Hubs have a series of exits at the base of the hub facing towards the neutral zone. Fuel processed through the hub are distributed into the neutral zone via one of four exits as shown in figure 5-8. Examples of fuel distribution from the hub can be found on the Playing Field webpage. Figure 5-7, hub dimensions, 47 inches square and 72 inches off the ground. And figure 5-8, hub exits, approximation. Shows the exit paths. The top angles of the hub are lit by DMX light bars that indicate if the hub is active. See Table 5-3 for more details about the various light states in the hub. Table 5-3, hub lighting. Color. Alliance color at 100%. During the match, that means the hub is active. Alliance color pulsing. During the match, that means the hub deactivation warning starts 3 seconds before and continues until deactivation. Purple, that after the match, that means field is safe for field staff, and green means field is safe for all. Off means pre-match, it means the match is ready to start. During the match, it means that the hub is not active. 5.5, bump. Bumps are 73-inch wide, 44.4-inch deep, and 6.513-inch tall structures on either side of the hub that robots drive over. The top surface of each bump is made up of 1/2 inch thick, Alliance-colored, orange peel textured HDPE ramps at a 15-degree angle, with one ramp sloping down towards the neutral zone and the other ramp sloping down towards the Alliance zone. 5.6 Trench. Trenches are 65.65 inches wide, 47 inches deep, and 40.25 inches tall structure that robots drive underneath. The trench extends from the guardrail to the bump on both sides of the field. The space underneath each trench arm is 50.34 inches wide, 22.25 inches tall. Trenches along the guardrail, closest to the scoring table, contain additional electronics to reach the hub. The trenches along the guardrail, furthest from the scoring table, have a pivot arm that allows the horizontal portion of the trench to rotate into a vertical position for post-match robot retrieval and to let field staff reset the field between matches. The pivot arm will be locked in the horizontal position during the match. 5.7 Depot. A depot is a 42-inch wide, 27-inch deep structure located along the Alliance wall. There is one depot per Alliance. Depots are made up of 3-inch wide, 1-inch tall steel barriers. The depot is secured to the carpet using hook fastener, which increases the height to approximately 1.125 inches. 5.8 Tower. A tower is a 49.25-inch wide, 45-inch deep, and 78.25-inch tall structure made up of the tower wall, tower base, uprights, rungs, and supporting structures. There is one tower per Alliance. A tower is integrated into each Alliance wall between Driver Station 2 and Driver Station 3. The tower base is a 39-inch wide by 45.18-inch deep plate that sits on the floor and extends from the tower wall. The tower base is powder-coated steel with hook fastener underneath. The edges of the tower base are approximately 0.2 inches to 0.3 inches tall. The uprights are two 72.1-inch tall, 1.5-inch thick, 3.5-inch deep sheet metal box frames that extend vertically up from the tower base. The distance between each upright is 32.25 inches. The uprights hold three horizontal rungs made up of 1.25-inch Schedule 40 1.66 OD pipe. Each rung is centered between the upright and extends 5.875 inches from the outer face of the upright on either side. The center of the low rung is located 27 inches from the floor. The center of the mid rung is located 45 inches from the floor. The center of the high rung is 63 inches from the floor. The rungs are 18 inches apart center to center. The uprights and rungs are powder-coated red or blue. Each tower has additional supporting structures extending from the upright to the tower wall between approximately 28.4 inches and 43.3 inches, 38 inches off the floor. 5.9 Alliance Wall. The Alliance Wall separates robots from drive team members in the Alliance area. It consists of 3 driver stations, an outpost, and a tower wall. 5.9.1 Driver Stations. Figure 5-15 Driver Station. Alliance Area Perspective and Field Perspective. A driver station is one of 3 assemblies within an Alliance wall behind which a drive team operates the robot. Each driver station is made from a 36.8-inch tall diamond plate base topped with a 42-inch tall transparent plastic sheet and a top rail. An aluminum shelf is attached to each driver station to support an operator console. The shelf is 69 inches wide and 12.25 inches deep. There is a 54-inch long by 2-inch nominal wide strip of hook and loop tape, loop side, along the center of the support shelf that may be used to secure the operator console to the shelf. The shelf also includes 2 clips to hold the shelf in place with a 1-inch wide by 2-inch deep tab that sits on the top surface of the shelf. There is a 6-inch tall sponsor panel in each driver station. The top of this panel is 42.9 inches from the carpet. Blue box. There may be a ramp available at events for drive teams with limited mobility. It is designed to allow an individual using a wheelchair to access the driver station shelf and/or see onto the field. However, this accommodation is available to anyone who has a wheelchair or other physical disability that obstructs their view of the field. Teams should speak to FDA before matches begin to ensure that it is available for each of the team's matches. This ramp is available at many regional and district events. For questions, please connect with your local program delivery partner. Teams should also speak to the FDA for any other field side accommodations needed. Each driver station contains the following elements for drive teams. One Ethernet cable attaches to the Ethernet port of the operator console and provides connectivity to the field management system FMS. One 120-volt AC NEMA 515R power outlet, i.e. standard US outlet, located on each driver station shelf and protected by its own 2-amp circuit breaker. It can be used to power the operator console. Drive teams are responsible for monitoring their power consumption, as a trip breaker in the outlet does not constitute an arena fault. For some events in regions that don't use NEMA 515 shave outlets, event organizers may install appropriate plug adapters to be used throughout the event. One emergency stop e-stop button located on the left side of the driver station shelf and is used to deactivate a robot in an emergency. One autonomous stop A-stop button located on the right side of the driver station shelf and is used to disable a robot during auto. One team sign located at the top of each driver station. The field-facing side of the sign displays the team number in the Alliance color. The Alliance area side of the sign displays the following information in red. Pre-match. Team number and robot connection state. During qualification matches. Current shift and time remaining in that period. A shows for auto when both Alliance's hubs are active. T shows for the transition shift when both Alliance's hubs are active. R shows for when the red Alliance's hub is active. B shows when the blue Alliance's hub is active, and E shows for endgame when both Alliance's hubs are active. Progress towards the fuel ranking point. This shows total scored out of the energized RP, and once that threshold passes, it shows out of the supercharged RP. Auto tower points and remaining match period time. During the match, during playoff matches, which match period is active and time remaining in that period, match scores, and remaining match period time. One timer in driver station 2 only displays the official time remaining in the match period on the field-facing side in white, and on the team-facing side, the following information in red: remaining match period time and match scores. One team LED stack indicates Alliance color, robot status, E-stop and A-stop status, and is centered at the top of each driver station. The stack includes 2 identical Alliance-colored robot status LEDs above a third amber A-stop/E-stop LED. LED states are as follows. Robot status LED. Solid indicates that the robot is connected and enabled. This only happens during a match. Blinking indicates that either the FMS is preset for the match and the robot is not connected yet, or it is during a match and the corresponding robot has lost connectivity or the E-stop was pressed. Off indicates that the robot is linked and disabled prior to the start of the match, or the robot is bypassed. This light is also off regardless of robot connection status after the match has concluded. A-stop/E-stop LED. Solid. The robot is disabled due to a press of the team's E-stop button, the field E-stop button, or by the scorekeeper via the FMS. Blinking. The robot is disabled for the remainder of auto due to a press of the team A-stop button. And off. The robot is not disabled by the field. FMS hardware and wiring. Mostly located below shelves in the 2 driver stations closer to the scoring table. 5.9.2 Outpost. An outpost is an assembly through which human players feed fuel into the field and robots can deliver fuel to their human players. There are 2 outposts, one on either end of the field, connecting the guardrail to the Alliance wall. Each outpost has a 31.8-inch wide by 7-inch tall opening through which fuel passes to the field. The bottom of the opening is 28.1 inches off the floor. A 15-degree slope tunnel called the chute leads to the upper opening in the outpost. The chute can hold approximately 25 fuel at a time, retained by the chute door. The chute door is an HDPE arm on a pivot that can be rotated approximately 90 degrees by the human player to open or close the chute. At the base of the outpost is an opening 32 inches wide by 7 inches tall, where robots can push fuel into the corral. The bottom of the opening is 1.88 inches off the ground. The opening is divided in the center by a vertical 1 1/4 Schedule 40 or 1.66 inch OD pipe. The corral is made up of 8.13 inch tall polycarbonate panels that create a 35.8 inch wide, 37.6 inch deep area on the floor in which fuel can be stored. The chute and corral each feature an alliance-colored tape line that indicates where drive teams may be restricted from reaching. The near edge of the corral tape is 12.7 inches from the field-facing wall of the outpost. The near edge of the chute tape line is 12.9 inches from the field-facing wall of the outpost. Blue box. There are 2 stools available at events for drive teams to use. Each stool is 23 inches wide by 13.5 inches deep by 6.25 inches tall and rated for 300 pounds. It is specifically intended to allow individuals who are shorter, better sight lines onto the field. However, this accommodation is available to anyone who has another physical disability that obstructs their view of the field. Only 2 stools are available, and priority will be given to those with the biggest need. Teams should speak to the FDA before matches begin to request that if it is available for each of the team's matches, that it is available. Teams may also purchase their own item number 779AC01STPM or bring an equivalent, e.g. not foldable and similar dimensions version to the event to guarantee use for every match. This stool is available at all events within the US and Canada, and equivalents are available at international events. For questions, please connect with the local program delivery partner. 5.10 Scoring Elements. Scoring elements are items that teams use to score points. There is one type of scoring element used in Rebuilt, fuel. Blue box. In Rebuilt, a robot may control any number of scoring elements after the start of the match. 5.10.1 Fuel. A fuel is a 5.91 inch diameter high-density foam ball. Fuel is a custom-made scoring element made for purchase on the Andy Mark website AM5801. Fuel has a weight of between 0.448 and 0.5 pounds. Fuel undergoes wear and tear during a competition. Generally, a fuel that still appears to look approximately like a fuel is considered a fuel for the purposes of rule evaluation and scoring, whether damaged or not. Small chunks of a fuel are not considered a fuel. Blue box. Most new fuel will have small impressions due to being pressed against other fuel or the sides of the packaging during shipping. These impressions are purely cosmetic and do not affect the function of the fuel. Most impressions will gradually disappear as the fuel is used. 5.11 April tags. April tags are 8.125 inch square targets located on the hub, tower wall, outpost, and trenches. There are 32 unique markers on the field, positioned as shown in Figure 5-21. Figure 5-21 April tag locations. All markers are from the 36H11 family, IDs 1 through 32. All April tags are mounted to and centered on a 10.5 inch square polycarbonate panel. Each marker has an identifying text label. If April tags experience wear and marking during matches, they are repaired with gaffer's tape. Hub April tags, IDs 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27 are located on all 4 faces of the hub. Each face has 2 April tags with centers located 44.25 inches off the floor, as shown in Figure 5-23. One April tag per face is centered, and the other April tag is horizontally offset. 2 April tags, IDs 15, 16, 31, and 32, are located on each tower wall with centers 21.75 inches off the floor, as shown in Figure 5-24. One April tag per tower is centered, and the other April tag is horizontally offset. 2 April tags, IDs 13, 14, 29, and 30, are located on each outpost with centers 21.75 inches off the floor, as shown in Figure 5-25. One April tag per outpost is centered with the chute and corral openings, and the other April tag is horizontally offset. Trench April tags, IDs 1, 6, 7, 12, 17, 22, 23, and 28, are attached to mounting brackets located on the top surface of the horizontal arm of the trench. Each trench has 2 April tags, one facing the alliance zone and one facing the neutral zone. Trench April tags are approximately centered on the openings under the trench arm, and their centers are located 35 inches off the floor as shown in Figure 5-26. For further marker locating information, please refer to the 2026 Field Dimension drawings. Printable copies of the field April tags can be found on the Plain Field webpage. 5.12. The Field Management System. The Field Management System, FMS, is all the electronics responsible for sensing and controlling the FIRST Robotics Competition field. The FMS encompasses all field electronics, including computers, referee touchscreens, the wireless access point, sensors, stack lights, A-stops and E-stops, etc. When a drive team connects the Ethernet cable from their assigned driver station to their operator console, the driver station software on the operator console computer communicates with FMS. Once connected, the open ports available are described in Table 8-5. Note that robot code cannot be deployed while connected to the FMS. Additional information about the FMS may be found in the FMS white paper. The FMS alerts participants to milestones in the match using audio cues detailed in Table 5-4. Please note that audio cues are intended as a courtesy to participants and not intended as official match markers. If there is a discrepancy between an audio cue and the field timers are the authority. 5.13. Field Staff. Field staff are responsible for making sure the matches are cycled through efficiently, fairly, safely, and with a spirit of cooperation, gracious professionalism, and generosity of spirit. Field staff roles are filled by volunteers from the community who prepare for the event with thorough training and certification. There are 3 field-side key volunteer roles with whom teams should be familiar and are encouraged to use as resources to make their event experience valuable, in whatever way the team defines valuable. Head referee trains, directs, and supervises referees. They oversee all scoring processes and procedures in collaboration with the First Technical Advisor, FTA. They interact with students, volunteers, and contracted FIRST staff. The head referee is positioned between the field and the scoring table and wears a yellow shirt. The head referee has final authority for decisions regarding match scores, penalties, and yellow and red card assignments. For additional details, please refer to the head referee role description. First Technical Advisor, FTA, ensures events run smoothly, safely, and in accordance with FIRST requirements. The FTA collaborates with FIRST staff, event staff, and other event volunteers in many different areas at events. The FTA is the liaison between FIRST HQ and the event for all things related to the field, robots, and game, acts as a team advocate for all teams competing at the event, and is a major point of escalation and conflict resolution for the event. For additional details, please refer to the FTA role description. Field Supervisor directs activity on the field to ensure efficient execution of the matches, pacing of the event, and smooth flow of match play. Field supervisors are responsible for ensuring the field is intact and lead field reset teams, who are responsible for resetting the field after each match in preparation for the subsequent match. For additional details, please refer to the field supervisor role description.